take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. From the gun, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Garyon Conley. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's a quick throw to start the drive complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 6 yards left on 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
Quick throw completed by Watson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Looking left sideline. Incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
This is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Jackson got an open man finding Jefferson.
Boom!
Still, there he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know.
them? End zone on a takeaway. Take the points and keep moving.
Bailey got the extra point, and it's now 13-7. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
The ball carrier.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards the pickup. 1st down, Houston.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Calais. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Zach Cunningham on the
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Zach Cunningham.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Texans 13, Vikings 7.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round.
They run with Calais. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. First down, Minnesota.
It's a gain of
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. On the ground, it's Calais. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
They'll run Calais, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He was brought down.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
The 9-yard line.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal at the 9.
2nd and 9. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They're going for it. Here's Madison. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 5 now. Watson steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 3rd down, Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They throw it out right complete. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now left side on the swing pass. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
First down.
A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards. And they'll run with a former All-Pro. This is David Johnson. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Room here to run. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Second and 9 from the 44. This time Jackson will throw it. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
Jackson's pass.
Call it no gain there on the first down play. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd.
And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often. A wasted down.
That's the reason.
To throw on 3rd down. Jackson. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Intended for Kyle Rudolph. Incomplete.
Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. From the right hash. This from 48. And this one is right down the middle.
Good.
So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Watson off play action. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, as time expires in the first half, and the Texans will extend their lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action.
25, Vikings.
So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And the third quarter will start with the touchback as that one lands in the end zone. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again, it's Johnson. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Out of the gun, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going for it. It's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That's out to the left flat and complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. They go to Johnson again. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Check 26, check 26.
A shotgun snap for Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
At the 30.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
A gain of
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
First down.
Now it's Jackson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Number 17.
Alshon Jeffrey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Jackson. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit.
16. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Two times. 40.
They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He was tackled at the 40.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd down, it's Johnson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Duke Johnson, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed two, but this one is good.
39. Vikings 16. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
You ain't gonna burn me. Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their... And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 30. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Ball carrier.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
On second and goal, Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Undercrush. Undercrush.
Now they try the right side here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down, Vikings.
Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Right back to him on first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second.
Now a handoff looking right.
At the 24.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This complete to the former Longhorn Marcus Johnson. And he'll be out right at the 35. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
11 yards. It's now 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Trying to lay one up deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
46. Vikings 22. Dan Bailey.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
32-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. This is Johnson. He's got it. There he goes, right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Jackson now to throw on 3rd down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Jackson on first down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. From the gun, it's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And the Vikings first down.
Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Texans fans, because it's third down.
Again, Jackson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, look.